О,
Hello.
hey, а вот и Ладо с нами. Привет, Ладо.
Yeah,
Hello, Lado. Nice to meet you here.
This
nice
is
to meet
Becky. She's representing the Chinese team, and we have people all across the world actually here as well, waiting for some amazing updates. I know we've seen your exciting video update
Yeah.
the other day on YouTube, and Forsage has become a phenomenon, guys. So let's get started. We are starting the recording. So what's going on, guys? My name is Vitaly Dubinin. I'm one of the biggest leaders in Forsage. Super excited about what has happened in the last 7 months, is setting all kinds of industry records. It's just been crazy. Over
Oh,
$300 million earned by the participants since the beginning, which was just like 7 months ago. All across the world, so many success stories, so many people that changed their lives and realized their dreams. And I'm one of them, thanks to Forsage, I realized one of my dreams of owning a Mercedes E300 Cabriolet. And I know so many people, they paid off their debts, they paid off their houses, became debt free, and inspiring people all across the world. So, I can spend the next 2 hours sharing stories after stories of people that
all
even
right.
started with nothing. So we're all been really excited about Forsage and what it has done to the industry. And today we have reached a milestone, and we are starting a new path and expand the capabilities of Forsage and moving forward in a bigger way, adapting to the changes that we have seen in the Ethereum blockchain. Um, so we have a lot to cover today. First of all, Lado, please summarize in a couple minutes, like what Forsage have achieved so far, and what you've been working on, in the last couple weeks. Yeah, Lado, please summarize what we've achieved so far in Forsage and what you've been working on in the last couple of weeks. They're expanding the functions and how Forsage is operating more than one blockchain, and what is happening right now with the Ethereum blockchain is not something that we have not seen before, but it's not something that we should be afraid of or scared of. It's because the Ethereum blockchain is going to undergo a big change and big developments in the very soon future, with Ethereum 2.0 coming out. They are not leaving Ethereum blockchain. It's going to be staying on the Ethereum blockchain, but they're not going to be dependent on one blockchain. There's a lot of cool things that are coming on with this another blockchain. They're building on the Tron blockchain that I really want to dig deeper and ask about this. That's essentially what they've been working on. There's so many things behind the scenes. What is the Forsage global plan in the long term? We are moving into building a bigger ecosystem in Forsage and moving to the direction of decentralization, because Lado is hating the central banks and the elite of people, very minority of people that are making the most money there with the central banks. And he sees Forsage as a one place where you think about crypto, you think about Forsage, and they're planning to add more and more things in Forsage, like, for example, decentralized exchange, the ability to earn money in different ways. In their Forsage Academy, they want to teach people how to earn money with crypto, and other directions essentially that will assist people dealing with cryptos, whether it's debit cards, anything that will help people um, earn crypto and use crypto in a better way, building bigger and better ecosystem around it. One of the biggest things that I know was said recently by another founder, Lola, and about the transition, like creating this Tron smart contract, and we want to. That's what on a lot of leaders' mind right now about the clarity of this next move, how exactly it's going to work, and are we going to build it, starting this new contract and build it again from the beginning, and what will be the difference between this new smart contract and what we have right now on the Ethereum blockchain, how this launch, where we are standing in this launch right now. Essentially, in a nutshell, that it's impossible to tie two blockchains together, so it's a totally different blockchain. So we have to build on that blockchain from the beginning. However, they're going to try to make this transition as smooth as possible, and to allow the structures to be moved. And of course, they're staying with the Ethereum blockchain as well, and um, to move the teams the way that they have been built in the Ethereum blockchain. There are going to be 3 additional slots, so there are going to be 3 programs. So there are going to be 3 programs in that blockchain, not like 1 program, right? That is right now.
X3, X4, and X Gold.
So we'll explain in that about shortly what is that. So there will be more slots in X3 and more slots in X4 and X GOAT. For Lando, it was important for him to emphasize that he was trying to preserve all the opinions and like of the members of Forsage, to preserve what is already existing and what is already been built on the Ethereum, and with that also create some additional functions, so to get the best of what they have created already and preserve that, which they have inside this Tron new contract, but also add new features like this Forsage X GOAT. So the first slot is going to be 100 Tron on X3 and 100 Tron on X4, and also 200 Tron on X GOAT. So the minimal is 400 Tron. It will be X3 100, X4 100, and 200 for X GOAT.
It is about $16 together.
How is that X Tron X GOAT is working, and what other things about this new contract? So essentially, Lara was explaining in more detail about how this X GOAT is going to work, and it's going to have several levels. It's going to be 4 levels. That's literally like this late night and this morning they are working on creating marketing materials to explain how this works. And first level is going to be 0%, like we have in Forsage X4, and level 1 there's going to be 20%, level 2 30%, and the last level 50%. So whenever somebody buys into X GOAT, get into X GOAT, then payment will be sent to 3 levels above. There will be more spillovers. Okay. What else is important about this new program? How you're designing it? everybody is asking to launch this as soon as possible. And the full development of XGOAT program will take another 2 to 4 weeks to test it thoroughly and release it. So there are going to be several stages. In the first stage, they will release the X3 and X4, which will happen very soon. And then people that start building, when XGOAT is going to be fully released, they'll have the opportunity to get into XGOAT when the first phase of release.
Right now, we're preparing, so maybe tomorrow, maybe after tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow? Definitely, it's not going to take a week. So the next 1-2 days, they're going to release the first phase of the new contract. And later, they are planning to add another affiliate program to the Forsage Academy itself. That will be some kind of subscription that will be paid to the field for using the Forsage Academy.
Forsage Pro.
Forsage Pro.
Forsage Pro. Okay.
How about the teams? Are they getting imported or not?
What I didn't hear, Ankur.
No. How about the teams? So do we need to create a new team, or the current team will be imported to the Tron blockchain?
You're asking about transition, right?
People need to buy the slots again. Like, for example, you're all-in member. Do you need to invest in Tron again to buy the new slots on the Tron blockchain?
Of course, we need to buy new slots again.
Okay. So we have to create a new team then. Yeah.
Yeah,
As Vlado mentioned before, he cannot combine like two blockchains together.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not possible to move the original structure.
It is important to emphasize that he is not abandoning the Ethereum smart contract. They had to develop these solutions because of the situation with the high fees on the Ethereum blockchain that really is hurting right now. The model, you know it yourself, sometimes $40, $50, $70 fee to use the smart contract on Ethereum. That is not something that people can do, upgrading each slot, paying that kind of fee. But it's temporary, and at the same time, we are not going to be dependent on just one blockchain, and we'll have several in the same back office.
So basically, we need to start all over again, buy Tron and build another team in another platform. It's all good. I'm good. Thanks.
Okay.
I've got no question.
On XGold Vitali, so how many levels are there? Is it like 2x4 matrix, or is it 2x4x8? Like how many levels?
At 4 levels. Vlado?
4 levels.
So is it 2, 4, 8, 16?
Right.
Okay, 2, 4, 8, 16. Okay.
2, 4, 8, 16. Oh.
And the slots will be like level 2. So how many slots? Okay, so it's you said level 1 is 0, then level 2 is 40%?
Yeah, 20,
30, 50.
20, 30, 50. Okay, got you. 20, 30, 50.
Okay.
And which will be the recycling slot, the final one in the bottom? The final one will be the recycling slot? Like the matrix starts all over again.
Yeah, the final slot. There'll be more spillovers between the teams because you have 4 levels like this.
16.
The last one is going to recycle.
Yeah.
The marketing video, the new marketing video will be done tomorrow, so it'll be more clear.
Maybe tonight.
One thing, in 2 or 3 days, what will happen? It will be launched, or I get it wrong?
Yeah, you said it.
We cannot be sure, but we're trying to do it as soon as possible.
So
просто в
it
режиме
means that in a few
внутри
days
кабинета
it will be
обобщает,
launched.
но чтобы
Yes.
контролировать то, что ты внутри делаешь, тебе
later.
нужно, соответственно,
Okay,
в MetaMask
okay, yeah.
быть одновременно
So in
включенным.
a few
И в
days we can
Tron Link или какой-то другой инструмент для Трона.
buying the
То есть
slots,
там мы
correct?
по приложению, у нас тоже видео сейчас
E3,
уже
EX3
почти
and
готово.
And how it
Часть
will
готова,
look
часть
like
вот
inside the back
еще
office,
делается.
these two programs working together, the back office, those two blockchains working together, there's going to be a switch inside the back office that switch one to another. And you'll need to have either MetaMask connected or Tron Link. It's a extension in Google Chrome connected, or both of them connected.
It will be still in Forsage.io.
Only one domain name.
Yeah,
Oh,
first.
and besides, I have additional questions. Like you know, our website, sometimes it has been shut down by the DOS attack. Like you previously you said in the future will be our website will be launched in IPFS. So when it will happen? Like it will happen this year, or how does it work? It's like then it will be fully decentralized, right?
Regarding the IPFS, it's already working and functioning. The reason they're not publishing it via IPFS is because of the issues with displaying the information visually. It has some errors, but from the functionality standpoint, it is working, and they always have it as a backup in case that something happens with the website. They have this to rely on, the IPFS system, and also they have the ability to operate both blockchains manually as well. In the worst case scenario, like it's never going to be needed, but it's there as well, and it's not as difficult to do. It's just easier to have a website and look visually at the website and everything. Yeah, that's regarding IPFS.
But when it will be in use for IPFS website, when we can use it?
It's as a backup, working. We are not using it because of the visually some data is not showing correctly.
Okay, let me translate.
But they have plans to fix this, or it's not a priority to fix the visualization of the...
Those issues are not related to something that they on their parts can do. It's related to not many people are using the IPFS system right now, not many users. And by the time the IPFS system grows and have much more users with that, those issues should be solved.
What about the cost of the slots? So 100, 100, 200, and then there are 12 slots each. So the same, right? The cost will keep on doubling for every slot.
It's doubling till
100 Tron, 200 Tron.
It is doubling till 12 slot, and that then not so.
The business presentation will be released soon, anyways, right?
Then it's not doubling. Then it's slightly higher.
How many slots are there in X Gold? 14 or 12?
15 slots for every slot. For every
slot, 15 slots. So X3 also 15.
3 programs, 15 slots for everyone. So
3 programs, 15 slots on each.
Right.
So 100 Tron, 200 Tron.
Tron goes in millions. So the game plan is we start tomorrow or day after with X3 and X4. We keep on building the team. And when X Gold launches, the same team will be able to buy in X Gold, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
All right. Perfect. I think this is the burning issues right now from the community. I know there's so many these other copycats trying to steal this model. What do you think about all these copycats? And I think all this what you're doing with this third program is definitely unique. they will never be able to copy the vision behind this when you put your own effort into creating the code. And also, there are always going to be a couple steps ahead of anyone else in the market.
What about the card, that gold card which was about to come? That credit card or whatever?
Originally, they offered certain terms and conditions that they agreed on, and that's why they published it. And at the last minute, when they were ready to sign, they started to change the terms, and there was a risk maybe with withdrawals. There would be some issues with withdrawals, and they would didn't want to take that risk. And they're searching for alternatives that will provide this solution with the debit cards. So they will announce it when it's ready. So essentially, regarding the fees, when do you think the fees for Ethereum are going to come down?
Whole Ethereum wants to know that, yeah? We are the #1 DApp. Let's get it solved. You need to call Vitalik Buterin. He's also your brother.
Vitalik can say, "Hey, we have Forsage."
Vitalik, I think, is from Ukraine, right?
They are pretty much ready to launch Ethereum 2.0, but they are delaying it because the miners of Ethereum are making a lot of money mining right now with all these transaction fees, and Ethereum is still growing despite the high fees because of the decentralized finance going on, and miners are making a lot of money. Maybe Vitalik Buterin himself has miners going on. Anything you want to add, Lado? What is important for the community to know?
I think it is important to get ready to start because there are many works.
Yeah. I have a suggestion, Lado. Like, this call is very, very useful, and you know, all of us are top leaders here. I personally have made a call with the top leaders. Like this, I think it will be very beneficial for the entire community, you know? So while we appreciate getting message from Vitalik, who's my great friend and sponsor, but it'll be great if every week or once in a month or twice in a month, the main leaders can come together and do a Zoom call like this, and the recordings can be sent to the entire network. So then I think the whole network will explode even faster.
Yes, it is a good idea. I think I need to discuss it with our partners.
Okay.
Good idea.
I think we can always pre-prepare the question. We'll not ask you a surprise question. We can always prepare the questions in advance.
I don't have any more questions. I'm excited.
I have.
You have?
Or can I get one last question? Okay, first of all, you know, our Chinese community is expanding like crazy. Like, we only spent less than a month, and now our people is over 25,000 people registration daily, and we're a fresh market. We just started in the end of July. So when the Chinese version of website or academy or whatever in Chinese official website will be launched.
Top priority, yes. China is now 30,000 strong.
Yes, we are working like crazy and developing very fast. And you know, especially for your website in China, we need VPN to access it. But this barrier doesn't, you know, affect Chinese community to grow. So if we don't like, if VPN is fine, but if they will be Chinese version of websites, then that will be much easier for us to grow even faster.
Right now you're looking through a VPN?
Yeah, we need VPN to access the website in order to activate the slots. You know how hard we are? But we're still developing very fast. Now we're just expecting, like, when the Chinese, at least Chinese, will be listed on the websites, then it will be much easier for us to grow our community.
Regarding the languages, he is going to be using a new service by Google that is better than Google Translate, that will allow it translate to pretty much more accurate to the different languages. And to make it even more accurate, They are implementing a decentralized system for users. They can, any of you can make corrections and make it better. Like if someone in Chinese and make some corrections, you can do it using this system. And
oh, the new system, it will automatically translate any languages? Is that what you mean?
let's say that there is translation to Chinese language by this service, and there is suggestion by someone to change a word or a phrase or something. He can apply for the suggestion, and people vote, and the Chinese community votes, and whoever gains the most votes and say, okay, we change that. So they and then it changes.
Where we can vote? We have many, you know, China has many people. We definitely could win.
Back office and site Forsage.
So let me know when it launch. I'll ask everyone to sign for it. Okay.
Vitaly, are you joining me this time?
Я на этом должен закругляться. Сейчас у меня встреча с программистами. У нас сейчас как раз бурная работа идет.
All right, Lado has to finish because he has work to be done with the programmers right now scheduled. So thank you so much, Lado.
Can I add like one last quick question?
What?
Okay.
Is that possible, please?
One quick question.
Okay, so Chinese community, we think maybe if you implement DeFi is a very good concept and now it's in trend. Like, have you ever considered if you implement connect DeFi to Forsage, like we make Ether on Forsage and then we can deposit our Ether in DeFi smart contract and then we can like mining. It's safe like for our asset too. And it would help Forsage community, like in Ethereum community, to grow even maybe faster than just maybe implement another coin of smart contract. What do you think? Like, have you take consideration about that?
DeFi.
DeFi is pretty hot, and actually the gas fee is grown by DeFi. 100%.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, Uniswap and stuff like that.
Have you thought about that, Lado? Regarding DeFi, he said that they're working also on creating a token in a blockchain, but it's not going to be DeFi. DeFi is very risky. He said that just yesterday, 2 new DeFi projects, their token went down 97%. Okay.
So it was good idea about conversation with leaders.
Thank you. Looking forward to
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, what's the entry cost, sir? It's 100 and 100, right? Not 400 Tron, 200 Tron from tomorrow.
For now, yeah. For now, 200. Yeah. Later on, it's going to be 400.
15 plus.
Anyways, guys, it was great meeting. I have to go now, and we'll connect with you later for additional updates. All right.
All right, man, let's try to do these calls once a week. Will be massive. The network will like.
Yeah, I'll talk to him to make those regular calls and updates.
Do we want to give some encouragement to each of our team?
Yes, China team, let's rock. I know we are.
Let's rock, everybody. Portuguese team, America's team, London team, Indian team, everybody. And we're going to start something new. I'm excited about this new 3 programs, not 2, 3 now. That is one.
It's going to be crazy. I mean, Forsage is the granddaddy of all the Matrix. Let's just say Coca-Cola is Coca-Cola, and so is Forsage. Everybody else in Matrix, everybody copies Forsage. And as you say, you cannot copy the founder and the vision. So the moment Forsage TRON launches, the entire competition is already finished. All the competition was saying is, hey, the gas fees is high, come and join me. Now what they're going to say? Now, like, it's over. So we are just going to go into the industry once again and make 100x bigger.
Exactly.
So let's get ready to rock.
I see this very, very simple because people can choose to continue in Ethereum or to put the new ones on Tron. It's up, everybody can choose. And with this, we have the solution for everything, you know? So people, if they want to continue to put people and upgrade people in Ethereum, they just can continue. It's really simple. And when Ethereum 2.0, we will have enough time to not be stressful with this. And with Ethereum 2.0, when it comes, we just continue business as usual, you know. So we have both worlds, and we can go on.
Yeah,
very
exactly.
quickly.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yes, awesome.
Okay.
I'm also really excited. So we have to finish, guys, and let's rock and roll.
谢谢大家，那我们大家一起干起来。Forsage 是我们全球共享矩阵的一个
Bye, everybody.
都在
Thank you.
OK，谢谢大家。